Obviously, knowing what to eat is super important for the endurance athlete, but knowing when to eat is just as important because the human body loves consistency. So we want to make sure that that is reflected in our meals, not just in the ratio of our macronutrients, but in the quantity of our calories. Because if we have a meal that is much higher in calories and especially carbs and sugar than others, we're going to see a spike in blood glucose levels. And your body's going to respond by releasing insulin, which may cause that level to crash, especially if you feel fatigued mentally and physically after meals. This is what's happening. Then that might provoke you to eat some more, especially more carbs and sugar to try to bring your energy back up. And then insulin just makes you crash again. This inconsistency in energy is not what we need as an endurance athlete. We need a nice steady stream of energy. So that's why I'm advocating for a more high fat, low carbohydrate diet. But I'm not consuming carbs either. I'm not advocating for a ketogenic diet. I think that's beneficial for some people in some medical conditions. I just don't think it's that sustainable. So we're still going to be eating some carbs. Now, the best time to eat them is within 3 hours after exercise. That's going to help you to replenish your glycogen stores. Glycogen is the storage form of glucose found in your liver and your muscles. So if we can replenish that quickly, we can help rebuild muscle a little bit faster. Protein. Everybody thinks you have to consume protein right after an exercise. You see the bros at the gym with their shaker bottles and they pounding their protein before they even leave the door. Turns out it's not that necessary. I think, if I remember correctly, it's a 48-hour window, plus or minus within the time of you working out. So 48 hours before working out and 48 hours after working out, you are going to benefit from protein consumption. So just make sure that that protein consumption is consistent throughout the day. And fat. Fat, not a great idea to consume right before exercise. It is really hard to break down and you're going to feel it. So if you exercise in the morning, I would encourage you to try exercising fasted. That's going to force your mitochondria to break down the fatty acids being stored in your body to create energy instead of relying on the ones from your diet. Then get all of your fat after you've exercised.